All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to Vape Talk number 7. It's good to have you with us. My name is Moose.
This is speaking. Welcome back to Vape Talk.
All right, cool. So, I guess we'll just start out with just a quick little intro. Everybody, if you're watching, to get into the Vape Talk, just go to the Google Plus event page and make a comment there, and we'll get you in here. But I guess let's start. All right, Pekin, what are you vaping on right now?
Right now I'm vaping on a blend that I made. It's actually a green apple mixed with a vanilla spice on my VTR, my K-Fun 3.1. Pretty much the best for flavor. Keep it at my variable voltage set somewhere around 4.2, somewhere around 12 watts. So just somewhere enough to give me enough flavor without too much smoke. Vape's pretty nice.
Okay. Well, right now, actually, on my Stingray, I got churro on here right now. Yeah, I do. I've been saving this bottle. I bought this like a month ago. I haven't really vaped on it yet, so I've been vaping on it for the past couple of days. I've really been enjoying it. I like the cinnamon. Definitely, churro is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So last week or not last week, it was a couple weeks ago now. We promised we were going to send some flavors over to the Vapist. I actually just threw them together now, so for the next Vape Talk, hopefully they'll be there. I'm going to send them over priority tomorrow. Mixed up a couple of different flavors. Obviously, I can't tell you what they are until after the show, but I got 4 flavors going out to them. Moose knows exactly what they are. Some of them are delicious. Some of them are not. Some of them are mixes of other companies' flavors mixed together. Some preferable brands and some non-preferable brands. So we'll just have to see. So the Vapist will be on a little later, and we'll talk to him and let him know what's going on, and hopefully he'll let you know how it vapes. If you guys have any recommendations for flavors, please private message us at Vape Talk TV on Facebook or Google Plus. Any ideas you have at all? You see any e-juice flavors that look funny or interesting or even taste delicious, because he does need a treat once in a while, you can let us know, and we'll send it over to him and let him know. He's a little short on juice, so he'll vape whatever we got.
Yep, that's exactly right. I think I might have a little bit of this old stuff. I'll give it away here. Maybe he'll watch when he sees the recording of this. But right now and I haven't vaped it in a long time. I got this 12 milligram Drunk Monkey. It's like straight up banana, and I used to like it, but now it's just absolutely terrible.
I actually know something that would go very good with banana. I know what everyone else is thinking.
What is it?
Worcestershire sauce.
Wait, what?
Banana Worcestershire sauce. That sounds like a good flavor.
God. Well, hell, I guess Dave, or the Vapist, he'll be in for a rude awakening once he tastes that. He's going to be in for a rude awakening once he tastes the flavors that you get him.
Well, to be fair, every other one will probably be something disgusting that will probably go immediately in the garbage, or to one of his friends who is a very unlucky person who's probably going to not understand the joke as well as he will. So, but did you get anything else new? Anything new that you've gotten since our last Vape Talk?
Well, the last Vape Talk, I actually bought some. Here, let me go grab it real quick. Be right back. I don't have it in front of me like a jackass.
Well, I know I showed you guys I got the Fogger last time, and I still love it. I like it a lot. I don't like it as much as my K-Fun, but that's probably because of the way I have it built. I shouldn't have sub-ohmed on it at all. I should have sat around a 1 or 1.2 on the Fogger. That would probably be my preference, but it still will blow significant more clouds than the K-Fun. But like I said, the K-Fun's for flavor and just moderate smoke production. My brother actually just got one. My brother, who works at DT Tobacco in Mahopac, New York. It's actually a vape shop. They sell cigarettes, cigars, all other forms of tobacco. They're actually opening up a new shop in Cortland Manor, which is probably going to have a vape lounge, and they may be making some T-shirts for us to give away and some other things to give away. So we'll see how that goes. Their store opens in Cortland Manor, New York, and it's on Route 6, and it will be open probably somewhere around July 15th. So hopefully we can get them some business and they can do some stuff for us. So we'll see how it goes. Also, they're looking at some of my juice blends. I might be making some juice, or at least selling them some formulas and teaching them how to do that. And we'll see where that goes from there. But back to you, Moose. What'd you pick up?
Well, I picked up. I actually picked up two things. I picked up a Black Copper Stingray, and I actually have a review on that on our new YouTube page. So you go to youtube.com/VapeTalkTV, and you can watch that video there. What I picked up was one of these Tobe Addies.
I heard those are good.
Yes, they actually. This particular clone. This is a clone, by the way, and it actually has a copper contact on the bottom.
That's very nice for a clone, especially.
Yes.
Does the original Tobe come with a copper contact?
That I'm not too sure about.
Now, I know everyone tells you that size doesn't matter, but, I mean, if it did matter, check out this 26650 Tobe that I picked up from Fast Tech, and it actually comes with a quad head on there, so that's pretty nice. Doesn't have a copper contact. There's a lot of residue. I actually just got in the mail today. You can see there's a lot of residue on there, but I'll probably be doing a review on it. I might even be lazy and send it to Matt and let him do a review on it. We'll see how that goes. I'm not exactly a video guy, but like I said,
don't say that. You're on here right now.
The Tobe you got is actually really nice looking. And what was the other thing you picked up? The Stingray, right?
Yes, I did pick up the Black Copper Stingray. Let me grab it real quick and I'll show it.
Which is very, very sexy mod. I like that. If I didn't already have my brass Stingray, I probably would never have picked it. I probably would have went for that one, but I already have a couple copper mods already, so.
Yeah, but like you never even use your brass Stingray.
I'm using it right now.
Oh, you are?
Absolutely.
Well, here's the Black Copper Stingray right here. Don't have anything on it just yet, but I can. Right now, I got my Magneto in the freezer because my button locked up on me, and it's kind of falling apart. But when I was in the kitchen, I also made myself a sandwich.
That looks a pretty good sandwich there. It got mustard on there?
No mustard for me today.
All right, well, Moose and I also have a couple things coming from Fast Tech, so about 2 years from now, we will have DNA 30 clones coming from them, probably somewhere in 2015 or 2016, depending on when Fast Tech decides to ship them out. But to be fair, I did have to cancel the LiPo battery ones I got. I found out that day they came out with the 18650s, and I said, I got to get my hands on those. I can't be using LiPo batteries, because you never know when they burn out, and then, you know, explosions and such.
Yeah, it's just never good. I've always really strayed away from those USB charge devices, just for the sole fact you have to wait, and if they don't have if it's not a pass-through, you can't vape while it's charging.
Exactly.
It's just not that pleasant for me.
Although I have
an 650 that I could swap.
I have seen people charging and smoking on their LiPo DNAs charged from their MVP2s, which is pretty cool. So.
Wow.
But like you said, it might not be a direct pass-through, so that is pretty clever on their end. So did you get anything else new? Any new juice in?
Well, before we get to that, I just want to tell all the people that might be watching, if you want to join in live on camera, please just go to the Google Plus event page, VapeTalk number 7, make a comment in the box, and I'll get you in here as soon as possible.
Yeah, so, absolutely. My brother might be joining in soon, too. He wanted to say a couple things, so but like I said, hopefully
going on about the whole bad juice thing.
Yeah.
When I was doing some of these vape reviews, I was blowing some clouds, you know, make some good effect and whatnot like that. Some pretty looks good on camera, I think. And I didn't want to use some of my primo juice, so. What I did, I used this really crappy stuff. One of the vape shops, they were getting rid of their blend of juice right there. I'm not gonna show the label, but this one's Irish Cream. It's not that bad.
Oh, and who makes that? Tell them if it's terrible. I mean, I just wrote Samplebox a nice letter about how most of their juices that they send out taste like drunken midget vomit, and they sent me a couple free bottles of the same exact drunken midget vomit that I didn't want. So
That I can't understand, but when I was down at the vape shop, I picked up, it was a buy one, get two free. And when you, you know, as soon as you hear buy one, get two free, whatever you're buying, it's got to be absolutely trash. And I
but
picked
sometimes
up,
they're good for blending.
and I mean, I picked the flavors they had left was Irish cream. They had orange, and they had lemonade. And lemonade was
Orange
actually,
Irish cream lemonade is nice. I don't know if you've ever had one.
I don't know, that might be something we could send to the vapist.
I don't know. We'll have to see. So, I also have a couple. I don't know if anyone's heard, but Lucky 7 Vapes did file for bankruptcy. They're refunding everybody their money for any orders that are waiting. They advise you, if you did order from Lucky 7 Vapes, to contact your credit card company and let them know to request a refund now. So anyone that's done that, do so. I wish them good luck in whatever else they're doing in their future endeavors, because I've gotten some stuff from them. It wasn't Primo juice, but it wasn't gas station juice. It was good. It was blended well. It tasted good. My wife liked it. She smoked some of the tiger's blood that they had, which was like a coconut icy. That was pretty good. I mean, I've smoked quite a few things, so I enjoyed it. Hey, Maggie.
Got Maggie back in the call.
Good. How are you? We were just talking about Lucky 7 Vapes going out of business.
Oh, I've never heard of Lucky 7 Vapes.
They were running the $1.99 sale about 4 months ago, and everybody flooded them, and they got a crazy order. I ordered like 60 bottles from them at that point.
Oh, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, they weren't top-notch juices, but for $1.99 for a little bottle, for a little 15 ml bottle, that's not bad. So
for basic flavors, that's good.
And actually, they were great for blending. That's a lot what I did. I blended a lot of flavors together, and it actually gave me a lot of ideas for my own flavorings. So, and it made it a lot easier. They were mostly like a 70-30 blend, almost everything except for their tobacco blends. So it was nice. They're a good company, and like I said, I wish them luck, because they tried to do the right thing by people, and apparently too many people were asking for refunds, and someone brought them into some sort of civil matter where they were suing them, and they said we're just going to file for bankruptcy and refund everybody any transactions and send out whatever we have, and that's it.
That sucks. That's too bad.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's hard to do business on the internet, though. So.
Yeah, I would think.
But so what are you vaping on tonight? I see you got your VTR. Did you cut that ring yet?
I did.
Oh yeah, and how much better?
It came out pretty awesome. There's some dings on it on the front.
You're gonna drop it anyway. It happens. That's how I like.
Yeah. My husband did it for me, but it's
no dings. No dings.
It's alright. I got a couple dings. It looks just fine.
Yeah. Oh, they're right where my dings are. Yep.
It happens. What happened to the drop?
It flips around the edge. I was covering the display.
Get a wrap for it. They're like $8, and then you'll never see those dings again.
Exactly. I was thinking that's what I was gonna do, is get a wrap for it.
The only thing with that Nautilus is a metal tank is great on that, because you don't have to worry about cracking it.
I know. In fact, I was going to bring up, I know you just got a fogger too. I've already cracked the glass on my fogger.
Yeah, they make a metal insert for it now, I heard, so I might be looking into that too, because every time I tighten my fogger, I cringe a little because I hear it make a little scrape noise sometimes, and I'm like, this is going to break eventually.
So thin on this fogger. It works great. I love the vape, but the glass is so thin that and I just got it didn't break into a million pieces. It's just a crack, but
yeah,
it doesn't vape right now, so I gotta replace it.
You know, I haven't really taken my Magneto apart very much because, I mean, it's a $40 device. It's an awesome device. It's got these magnets in it, and I mean, the only bad thing I would have to say about this thing is they come loose, and all you do is just take them off, tighten it back up, and screw it together.
And those magnets are crunchy. If they break, you just buy another one. They're so cheap. So.
Yeah, you know, they haven't broken on me. The button is smooth as butter. Okay, and it's just, I don't know why everybody hates on mods that are cheap. I mean,
I mean, that's what you're buying them for. You're buying them because they're cheap.
I've heard a lot of people badmouth the Magneto because of that. Like, I've been thinking about buying a new mech mod, and people badmouth that one, but it's like a decent price. So I feel like I want to look into it, but a lot of people give it crap, say it's, you know, an inexpensive mod or whatever.
I did order myself a V3 flip clone, so.
Oh, nice.
That's from Fast Tech. It came out a couple days ago, and it's all the old chrome one, so it looks nice. So we'll see how it comes out. Like I said, I mean, I've noticed that you can buy a lot of replacement 510 pins, and as long as you get them all copper, it doesn't matter. And I just throw that frog lube on there, and I wipe down my everything inside out, and it runs fine. My voltage drops are like maybe less than 0.01, 0.15 at the most. I mean, and that's just putting $3 worth of parts into most of them. So, even my brother's Sentinel, which everyone complains is a high voltage drop on it, is still great. The voltage drop is like 1.7 or something like that. But once I cleaned it up, it dropped down to like a 0.6. So you can't really complain there.
Freezer with you button.
Yeah. So for $10, you know, for a $10 mod, or you know, you can't really complain too much.
What did you pay for the flip?
I think it was like $26 or something like that.
Which is high for Fast Tech.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, let me see. I'll tell you in 2 seconds. I actually have all this up on my TV right here. Yeah, you know what it was? It's 33, but I had like a bunch of refund stuff because once in a while I'll see something and go, oh, I want that instead, and it sits in your waiting list for 10 days sometimes to ship. So makes it a lot easier to make those decisions. So, Maggie, you have a 3D TV at home or a 3D ready device on your computer? Because I did get this, and we're going to be doing some 3D vape review videos soon.
I don't think I do, but who knows? If I have that capability on my computer, I might. I don't know. Yeah. I'd have to ask my husband. Maybe I do.
Yeah, if you have a video card, a regular video card that's anything like an NVIDIA card in there, most of them are 3D capable. And
yeah, well, I got a MacBook Pro, so I'm sure I do.
Okay, well, we'll find out because I'm gonna shoot videos and I'm probably gonna post them up 2 at a time. I'm gonna do one in like typical red and blue so people can see them on any screen, and then I'll do ones in line interlaced, which are the movie theater glasses you get. So if you get any movie theater glasses, keep a pair. So and they'll shoot in 3D because I've done a little bit of experimenting and torturing my wife with the 3D camera, and they came out pretty nice. So hey Moose, what you chewing on there?
I got a nice. Oh, look who's joining us!
Oh my God, it's the Vapist. I don't know if he's here yet. He might be peeking around.
The connection seems a little choppy tonight. I don't know why.
It is.
But yeah, that's what I think we're gonna try to pioneer. We're gonna be doing the whole 3D vaping. So a lot of people have like those 3D TVs now. They're actually becoming a lot more.
I don't know if you see what I see. But it's the Vapist.
Man. The Vapist who can barely vape.
I promised him juices, otherwise he would vape me. So I made him these. I threw together a couple of these ideas. We might have to get the Vapist a voice modulator.
So, Vapist, what are you vaping on?
Grape Kool-Aid. Oh, shit. Hold on.
The Vapist is out of commission at the moment. He told me the other day he was going to vape me in the mouth if I didn't stop. I don't know what that means, but I figured it's safer to send him juice. So, what were some of the things that I picked up recently? Oh, so I sent Zamplebox an email telling them about how they continually send me the same things, and it's nowhere even close to my profile, my flavor profile. So they said, "Oh, we're gonna make it up to you," and I told them, "You sent me 4 bottles of this Blueprint cream, which isn't terrible, but you know I don't need 4 bottles of this." And they sent me 4 bottles of I forgot what it was, something else. Oh, the dipstick flavor, which is by Clever Vape. Again, it's good, but I don't need 4 bottles of it. And then they continually send me 503s. So what did they send me as a "we're sorry for sending you so many"? They sent me another cream, another dipstick, and another 503. So I canceled my sample box. I sent them an email and told them pretty much I'm going to let everyone know how horrible you guys are with your customer service and keeping an eye on what you're sending people. Just because you send me 3 glass bottles doesn't mean it's not the same garbage as I told you you're sending me. So, and a lot of other people seem to get the same response from them too. So,
well, we have Daryl Jacobson here. How are you, Daryl?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
What's going on? What are you vaping on tonight?
I've got the Starship 1 from Space Jams on a EU.
Moose is a big fan of the Space Jam. What's that on? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're having a little bit of connection issues tonight, so.
It's a Chi-Yu with a Tayfun GT.
Oh, that's nice. I have a Typhon. They're pretty good.
What's the flavor profile on that?
Custard.
Custard. Okay.
Yeah. I'm very new at this, so you have to pardon my apparent ignorance.
That's the whole point.
And I mean, if you have, what do you got there? You got a mechanical one, so I mean, you must be good at building something. If you're, you know, you're definitely not new.
I've been at it for 30 days, and unfortunately, I've already got 5 mods. So.
Sounds like a good start.
Sounds like you're catching up to me already. That's pretty good. It doesn't hurt. It's like purses for women, I suppose.
There you go.
So, but a lot of people are catching on to it, which is good. Like I said, they're opening up a new vape store right down the road from me, and they're trying to get a cigar lounge permit just so that they can have people smoke vapes in the store. They sell everything else, but they're really trying to push the vape products because that seems to be the new thing. So hopefully that catches on over here because New York seems to be having a hard time with their vape stores. So, and the more and more laws they push towards telling people, you know, it's the same thing as smoking, you know, the worse and worse it seems to be getting.
You know, I really resent that it's people say it's the same thing as smoking. I can understand not smoking it in a public place, like if you're walking through the supermarket. You know, do you really need to be blowing clouds up and scaring people? I mean, people are worried of nothing.
I all the time. I go right to the supermarket and I start vaping immediately.
Well, you are the vapist.
I am the vapist. This is what I vape on in the supermarket, isn't it, bro?
Look at that.
That is pro right there.
There you go. That's pretty nice.
Well, like I said, I try not to hit people in the face with you know, my gigantic cloud of vapor.
Oh, I'm a dick. I'll do it.
Well,
I'll wait till somebody says, "Oh my God, you're smoking," and I'm like, "Poof!" Right in their face.
I heard that a lot of people get a lot of dirty looks for vaping around their children.
Yeah, but that same person will be sitting outside of a Walmart smoking right with the baby in their belly. So
Exactly.
In their cars smoking the whole time with the windows rolled up with the kids in the back.
yeah,
Go on.
I was working on a new mod that I had built the other day, so I don't know if I want to show it yet. It's just a prototype. But this is my new stealth mod that I'm working on. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but
Mine.
yeah, it's a little bit bigger than yours. I don't know how you feel about that, but you know.
That's the addy that goes in 26650.
Yes, it is. That's the 26650. What's that?
What are you saying, Vapist?
I said it's not the size; it's how you use it.
That's true. It's all in the build.
That is
Kind of
true.
nice. The winter when I actually have to use this thing. I can vape right through it.
You should get some stockings. Like, not even stockings, pantyhose.
It looks great on the cloud.
Vape again, vape again.
What's that?
I like that.
It's quite nice.
We're trying to get some ideas for some 3D videos. We're trying to get some ideas for how we can make the show better. Things you guys might want to see reviews of. Things you might want to see instructionals on, and things like that. So
For the porn industry, right?
yes.
Well, speaking of that, Peking, our new YouTube channel that we just started up, we actually got a video coming out right after VapeTalk tonight. It's coming out in like about 35 minutes, and it's part 1 of just a whole bunch of supplies that you're going to need for DIY juice stuff. And you can save so much money on DIY juice, it's not even funny. You could make 30 mils of juice for cents. I mean, the most you're going to pay for is the bottle. That's the most expensive part of it.
I mean, if you're smoking somewhere around a 6%, a 6 to a 12, you're probably looking at, if you're buying in gallon bulk, just in 1 gallon bottles, you're probably looking at somewhere in the neighborhood of like 75 cents for 30 mils. Probably somewhere around there if you're doing it yourself. Now, like I said, a lot of people don't have the time or the care, and they want to spend the money, and that's fine if you want to buy your own Primo juices. I mean, even spending $10 on 30 mil isn't breaking the bank. I mean, especially when you're buying in drums and things like that. There's a lot of stores that make their own, and they buy oil barrel-sized, tanks of PG, VG, and then they just get, gallon sizes of Nick juice, and that works fine for them, But if you want to make some of your own stuff, and you can make your own flavor profile, and you can play around with it. And if you don't like something, add a drip or two of flavoring of something else into there and play with it. And that's the best way to do it. So I did a 10-minute video. It's just on the supplies you need for it. And that's it. Oh, is that Strix?
Strix Elixirs, baby.
Is that Blue Honey?
That is my Blue Honey, dude. I love this shit. I got countless endless empty bottles all over my desk of this shit.
Save those bottles.
What's that?
Save those bottles.
I bought a new flavor today that I had never seen that I'm gonna try. It's pear, coconut, and cream.
That sounds pretty good. Those sound good together.
I would totally recommend this for anybody that wants to just try something new. This shit right here is definitely an all-day vape. No problem.
As long as you like a really, it's got a subtle hint of a pipe tobacco with a lot of honey overtones. It's very good.
And when you steep this shit, oh my god, it gets so fucking. I had some that was steeped for like 3 months. It was my last bottle, and it was black almost. It was so dark. It was awesome, and it was so good. It was
What's the flavor profile?
It's blue honey. It's like blueberries and honey.
Okay.
And a little bit of pipe tobacco.
Okay.
I don't think it does. It say it's got pipe tobacco?
It's a very subtle in there, but you can absolutely taste it. That was one of the first ones I vaped on, and I liked it a lot.
Oh, I love this shit, dude. I got that in my K-Fun, and I smoke it every day. Vape it.
What's the other honey flavor they have?
They have.
There's another honey flavor that Strix has, and I really like it a lot.
Lying around here somewhere. This one's nice, dude. I got their custard back when it was beta still, and they sent me a sample. And,
yeah, they're very good with that too.
So dark. It's so good.
Well, speaking of like dark liquid and stuff, like you're saying, like what nicotine level is that? Is that just like a 6 or a 12?
All I smoke is 6.
Daryl, since you just started vaping, what nicotine level are you at right now?
Well, I'm a former smoker, so I'm at 18. So it's been 27 days since I've had a cigarette.
Very good.
How many packs did you smoke a day?
Excuse me?
How many packs did you smoke a day?
1 pack of Newport menthols.
Oh, yeah, shit, dude. You should try and wean yourself down to 6.
Yeah. I like that throat hit, though, man.
Oh, you can get a throat hit without that, though. You can get it with, like, changing to PG-VG.
Especially, exactly, if you go with a little bit more of a PG blend. I mean, what kind of juice are you vaping on right now?
It's Space Jams.
It's a custard.
Yeah. If you move maybe more towards something with a menthol flavor, you might get a little bit of a throat hit just from that, and you could move down to like a 12. So
yeah,
for that.
And you can get you a nice little. Cause I mean, have you had headaches yet or anything?
No, not at all.
You never got sick to your stomach or anything?
No. Well, the first day I did, I got a little nauseous, but I was chain vaping.
Yeah, that'll happen. I do that to myself once in a while too.
That's the thing about 6. You can chain vape 6 and not get any problems out of it. You can just sit there. I do it all day. I just swap batteries out of my RDA and go to work.
That's it. The other flavor I was talking about was Black Honey Cream. That's another good one that they sell.
My buddy got it, and he's tried pretty much all of them, and he liked it. I wasn't a big impression of it. I didn't care for it that much. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't say that the blue honey is Oh, we lost Dave, I think.
No, we didn't. I'm still here.
Oh, your video's out.
I'm having an issue. I can't. I'm trying to unlock my magneto switch right now. My lock button is just a little too.
Yeah, I know. I hate that.
I tightened it down just a little too much.
You know what's really good?
What?
You boil it.
Yeah.
Oh, the vapor strikes again.
Very funny.
Yeah. I can't get this thing. See this lock ring right here? I can't get it to.
Yes.
And by the way,
If you get any dirt or dust in that thing, it fucking seizes up. I've noticed that.
Yeah, the magnetos are very finicky, but I still like them. They're a pretty good mod.
Dude, I got an authentic.
I think most
Vape actually carried authentics.
Really.
Actually, the old, the ones with the Spider-Man logo on the bottom.
Do you have a rubber band?
I do not have a rubber band on hand.
Latex gloves for the win.
Yeah, rubber band or latex gloves are usually the best way to get anything off like that.
First time I tried to get mine off with latex gloves.
Yeah. By the way, Strix Elixirs has very, very good customer service. So any problems with any juices you have, you can send them an email or just call them up, and they will resolve any issues you have. If your juice comes and tastes terrible, they'll send you another bottle, and they'll send you usually send you a little something else. They like to send out a lot of coupon codes. They send out a lot of stuff like that, and they're a very reliable company. I like
also,
them.
if you ask them to, they have beta samples that they're trying out and shit like that, and they will send you those as well. I don't know if you've gotten any of those yet.
Yeah, they sent me their love potion one, which I wasn't a big fan of, but I let them know at least. They said, it's not really.
Came up with that, did they?
It's called Smitten now, I believe.
Now it's called Smitten. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
like
one, yeah.
it's white chocolate, strawberry, and lemon, and it's just a little too much lemon. So, for my taste anyway.
God, yeah.
There's a lot of weird flavor combinations that you'd never think of. So the next YouTube video that I'll probably be shooting is just quickly showing someone how to mix some zero nic juice. I did it already on camera here. Most people don't want to go through a 2-hour video, so we're going to be doing it really quickly. I'm going to try and make that less than a 30-minute video. I'm going to try and bring that down like a 15, 20-minute video at most. So then I'll also explain to people like the basics of menthol. I'm going to explain to people the basics of, adding nic juice and how to do the calculations for it. So any other videos you guys have questions on? I mean, most people get the coil building. I mean, I don't know.
It's not rocket science.
Yeah, I mean, I could do a wick building and a coil building one too. I mean, but mine, I don't really make pretty coils, and that seems to be why they work really well. I feel like these people that spend 6 hours making these crazy coils, they don't get much better flavor production or smoke than I do. And
I did a pretty shitty. Oh, I don't know. It's okay. It's a parallel coil, but I mean, it fucking fires nice. So
it definitely hits pretty nice. So, like I said, I mean, I'm kind of addicted to my VTR. I think everyone should have at least one variable voltage mod just to get the hang of it, because
I didn't take that route. I'm kind of skeptical of those. I mean, I understand that you could change a lot of things around. I'm just not all into that. That's the only reason why I didn't go with it. I had a buddy of mine that just blew up a VTR. It's pretty funny trying to sub-ohm on a VTR, and I tried to explain to him that you can't do that. And he fried it.
Well, it's probably the battery he was using, because you can sub-ohm on a VTR. You just can't go that low. 0.7 is like the lowest I think you can go. 0.6 or 0.7. Do you know, Maggie?
Yeah, I've heard the same thing, that it's about that it's right around 0.7.
Yeah, he was trying to go much lower than that, even though I told him not to. So.
Because my fogger is at about a 0.7, which is a little hot for it. So I try not to chain vape on it, but it does give me good smoke production. Would still.
I haven't even tried the fogger on my VTR yet. I just keep the Nautilus on it all the time. I'm kind of nervous about it because I haven't quite, well, especially since I cracked the tank now, so I won't be doing that for a while. But
yeah, that's.
Why? I mean, okay. Let me ask you something. Everybody says that they're parallels and them low. Like this is a 0.4, and they say it's hot. And is that just a matter of airflow?
It depends. It doesn't get hot at all?
No.
Well, then you're one of the lucky ones.
Oh, I didn't know there was such a thing.
Well, I mean, it's also how you perceive it too. It's not all. I mean, this. I'll show you right now.
Mine too. So.
This coil, I got a dual coil in here in my tugboat right now, and it's reading at 0.18.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is like kind of borderline super sub-ohm, and it's nice and cool. It's definitely not that hot.
But do you have a lot of airflow on that tugboat?
You can take a look at the holes on that.
So how is your cotton setup as well?
Well, this thing actually, I got tugboat review on YouTube, so I take this whole thing apart and show you the insides and out.
Show me how much cotton you have in there, because I'm kind of curious.
Right now, I got it not fully popped.
Little pops.
I said,
see, I got a fucking retard load of cotton in mine, but I like to vape a lot, so I pack a lot of juice in there. And then
Yeah, the problem is it will reduce your airflow. That's the only issue with all that cotton. You're not.
That would increase the temperature, but it doesn't. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I just got lucky, like you said, but.
well, what I attempted to do with this build was, since I don't really roll micro coils and macro coils and nano coils and all those crazy types of coils, I just roll just a straight regular coil. I don't know if you can see, not really, but
it looks like it's good.
I keep the outside of the coil completely clear, so the airflow can come in through the airflow, go under around, and then go around the other hole and come up the drip tip, and it works very well. I think that's probably why my vape isn't like very, very, very hot, because I do have good airflow. Right now on the tugboat, I really can't see drilling these things out very much. I don't. The one air holes that I do want to maybe possibly experiment with drilling out is this Tobe atomizer, because it's got these three. Try to get it to focus a little bit. It's got 3 air holes on the side there, if you can see.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of maybe trying to make it into a slit. And I recorded the review of this also, which will be on the YouTube, but this thing has like little. Oh, there goes my camera. Give me a second. It's got these little ridges on the side here, which block the holes. And it's really.
Yeah. It's just made a little. It's like squared in. I see what you mean.
Yeah, and this thing just doesn't have great airflow, so you kind of got to balance what you build to the airflow that you have, and it kind of tightens your window of flexibility of what you're going to build. So
now, if you set it up wrong, does it look, or you have to like match up the holes and shit perfectly?
Yeah, it's kind of annoying along with my iGo W3. Like with this atomizer, you kind of every time you take the top cap off, you kind of gotta look at it and line it up, and then the air hole. It's not like the Patriot. Which
the Omega's kind of nice, dude. I got 2 fucking big dumbass holes on the side.
Well, it's not like I said the Patriot, but I meant the tugboat. With this, all you do, it's so perfect. Oh, take it easy. You just look at the logo.
Sorry.
Oh my God, are you okay? Are you gonna die?
I made.
All that cotton. That's a hell of a dry hit with all that cotton you got there.
I had dry hits today, and believe me, they were upsetting.
But
So Moose, go
anyway,
on.
you just line the logo up with the front logo on whatever mod you have. If it's a good clone, you just plug it on, and it's directly right over where you would build your coil, and it's perfect.
Oh, nice.
Hey Matt, how do you like that IGO W3?
The IGO W3. I mean, it might be a 4-post atomizer, but right now, God damn, with my camera.
It's working fine. It doesn't cut out. That's the second time it hasn't cut out.
Oh, okay. Well, it's cutting out on my screen. But right now, I only have a single coil set up in here, but it's a 0.3 coil, and it's got twisted 26, 28, and 0.5 ribbon wire, I think. And this thing is damn excellent. Normally I build a dual coil setup in here. I've built one quad coil setup in here, and it just took way too long to heat up. And I'm not a fan of quad coils, just for that fact that they, unless they're like super subdome, they just take way too long to heat up.
Yeah.
And that's primarily why I stick with a single or dual coil, just because I get that instant hit. So, because I really don't like pulling on it for too long.
Mm-hmm.
But this, if you see here, this is red. I have this juice, and it's some Zero Nick juice. My girlfriend, actually, she likes this stuff a lot. Whoa!
Oh, and it's gone.
It's from Ballistic Vapes, and it's called the Tsunami. Right now,
you go to you're in the same area as me. Yeah, you go to Full Sail, correct?
yes, I actually graduated from Full Sail.
Okay, yeah. So I'm right down the road from you. What stores do you go to around here, or do you go to them?
Well, I pick up my stuff from a whole bunch of different juice stores. I like Vapor Safari. I like the Civil Vapes that they're opening up down here. I also like Lucid Vapors. I actually have some of their juice right here. They have a buy one get two free right now. I don't know how much juice they actually have left, but I got some Irish Cream, which is vapeable. The rest of the stuff really is not the best, but buy one get two free for simple flavors. I guess they're pretty good.
The Irish Cream lemonade is delicious.
But there's also, the havens for vape shops, Florida and like Virginia and Texas, like it's so awesome that we have an opportunity to have these things where we live. I'm kind of almost dreading moving back up to New York because I'm not going to be able to have all these nice vape shops around me. Which shops have you been going to, Daryl?
I've been going to the one over in Waterford. It's called eSigs Online.
Okay, yeah. I wanted to head down there, and I know they have some fusion vapors. I wanted to pick up some unicorn blood from them.
Yeah, they have that there. But the local vape shops, it seems like they're popping up like mushrooms around here. And although I'm not very knowledgeable, it doesn't seem like a lot of the people in there are very knowledgeable either, which is why I kind of go to that one in Waterford. They seem like they know what they're talking about.
Well, I'll type you out after the talk is finished. I will type exactly the vape shops that I go to, and you can check them out. Okay. Because I really kind of hate dealing with the shops that are kind of, oh, well, this is a mechanical mod, and, well, can you explain a little bit about it to me? And they kind of just say, well, it works, you put a battery in it. It's like, yeah, I know, but kind of show me around the device a little bit.
And they have no idea. They have no knowledge of it. I mean, that kind of does happen at my brother's vape shop, too. I've actually been trying to educate them a lot more on it because a lot of people in New York they really just smoke, they really just vape on ego pens, and that's really the only thing they get on. So, Mr. Vapist, I have a question for you.
Yes.
How do you feel about a Ithaca clone? Do you have one?
No, I don't.
Do you want one?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to send that your way so you can vape some delicious flavors that I've made in the Ithaca clone.
Yeah.
You can let me know.
Yeah,
so
I'm so excited.
You should be. So, now... Huh?
Oh, go on. Seriously, go on.
Oh, Yeah, so that seems to be the biggest problem. A lot of people are getting into it because it's a money-making business, but they don't understand that it's one of those businesses where you can get hurt if you don't know too much about it, and you're selling people. A lot of places are just selling people the Fast Tech or other companies pre-built coils with a little piece of silica in there, and then they're using it on their mechanical mods and going, this is garbage. I might as well just use a pre-built with a coil in there. It's much easier. It's a lot less hassle. So that's one thing I've been trying to get a couple stores, and I've actually walked into 2 separate stores this week, and I might even be going back and doing an interview with them sometime next week. We'll put that online too. Just pretty much teaching them basic, vapor knowledge, pieces, replacement pieces, not just selling people junk that isn't going to sell, and pointing them in the right direction of maybe making juice and building their own coils.
This company, Kalamazoo Vapes, they're a brick and mortar around where I live. And they know how to build coils. They know about organic cotton. They know all that good stuff, and they know how to sub-ohm and all that good stuff. So it's actually pretty nice because they're quite knowledgeable, and they do have a good selection of mods and whatnot. And they make their own juices too, which is kind of nice. But like I said, though, at least they're knowledgeable about things.
Well, it's just real hit and miss. Like me and Daryl down here, I can name off stores that really have, like we said, have absolutely no clue what they're talking about, and they're first of all, they're killing you. Like, I seen a Sentinel mod. They wanted, I think, over $60 for for a Sentinel, and it's kind of like.
Was it a clone?
Yeah, it was a clone. It wasn't even real. I mean, I picked up my first mechanical mod, my Magneto. I picked it up at a place called Lucid Vapors, and I mean, it's a $40 mod. I got it for $50. They made $10. I mean, I'm helping out. And
that's reasonable.
That is completely reasonable. But I mean, people sell you a Fast Tech clone, and they expect to quadruple their money on it, and it's
we can put it this way: five. If you order 5 M16 Sentinels off Fast Tech, it's $9.61, and the shipping is like $1. So just think of how much money you're making. You're making $50 right there, just selling 5 of them. If you made $10 a piece on them, which is fair, because you know what? Those people, now that they have this mechanical mod, they're gonna come back. They're gonna want to buy wire from you. They're gonna want to buy an ohm builder, ohm tester from you. They're gonna want to buy cotton from you. They're gonna want to buy juice from you. And if you sell things at reasonable prices, they keep coming back. And you have to learn that. You can't rip people off, because someone's gonna go, wait a minute, because a couple months down the line, they're going to find out what that really costs, and they're going to be upset, and they're not going to go back to you.
Yep.
And there's a couple stores by me that are doing that, and one of them is actually very close to the store where my brother's friend's new store is going to be built, and they're getting killed. They're going out of business now because they're ripping people off. They're selling hookahs that are $30 hookahs in a bodega for $100, and idiots are buying them. But people are coming back going, well, I want, why don't you throw something in for free now? And they're not going to throw anything in for free anymore, and that's it. Now they're going to lose business because of it. So
it goes both ways too. Like Lucky Sevens, if you don't know your market and how much demand that you have, if you don't have the supply, you're going to upset a lot of damn people. And guess what happened to them?
And when you're on the internet, people cry. And when people cry, a lot of people listen. I mean, I was one of the people sticking up for him, saying, "Look, I waited almost a month and a half for my juice, and it's good juice. You just have to wait. It's a very small company." But people are impatient, and they don't know. So, let's see. Somebody sent me a message on Facebook.
So, but other than that, I think a vape shop must pop up, like, around the country, at least, what,
Once a day.
5 of them per week or once per day, something like
I'd
that?
say at least once per day, because it's getting big, and people are going to get educated on it, and then they're going to get upset, and they're going to know who's selling things to them at a fair price. Because, like I said, the whole point is, if you sell 1 mechanical mod a day and you make $50 on it, or you sell 5 and you make 10 on each, I would rather sell 5, because those people are going to come back for juice. Those people are going to come back for coils. They're going to want to buy more mods because they're going to go, this guy's reasonable. And, I mean, not to bring it to another route, but there's some firearm stores that are near me, and there's one guy who sold one firearm to me when I was younger and I had bought it, and he ripped me off. And I know a guy now that's not too far north of me, and he makes $10, $15 per gun that he pushes, and he's pushing 60 handguns a day. And it's the same concept. It's simple economics.
It's business.
You know?
You live in New York, and you see how scarce vape shops are. I mean, Maggie, you're in Vermont or New Hampshire or something
I'm in
like
New Hampshire, and that's the thing. It's the competition. We've got so little competition up here that the few vape shops that are around, mostly in Massachusetts, can charge whatever they want because there's so few to be had. You know, if you can find one, you're lucky.
And people have to understand that what's going to happen is vaping is not for, you know, most of the older crowd is not looking at vaping. They're, you know, and when they get into it, can you con somebody into paying more than they should for a mod? Yeah, probably, because they don't know. But eventually, someone that does this is going to do what everyone else does. They're going to go on YouTube and they're going to learn about it, and they're going to start using the internet more. And the second they find out what they paid for it, they're going to say, you know what? I'm not going to give that guy $30. I'll go online and I'll wait 2 days, 3 days. Most places are pretty quick with their shipping now, and people can wait. And that's what's going to kill them, the online business. Like I said, I buy, Matt will tell you, I buy everything off Amazon and Fast Tech and 101 Vape and all my juice supplies. I don't even buy juice anymore, really. I pretty much get everything, you know, supplied to me, and I make my own. And you know what? The prices that they're charging companies like 5 Pawns and things like that, they're getting a little out of hand. The whole point of vaping is that it's cheaper than smoking. And if they're going to kill you in prices, the demand's going to go down. People are going to say, I might as well go back to smoking. And the whole point of this is to keep people away from smoking. And they have to understand that. So.
Well, I think it also has to do a lot with the legislation that's going on, too. They have lobbyist activist groups for, you know, vapors. They have that CASSA. They have that whole little petition that's going around. It's not little. I mean, it's a big petition. It's, what is it, freetovape.org, something like that. And I think if people haven't signed it yet, people should definitely sign it. Whoever's trying to push in Washington to help stores make it easier for them to get cheaper products, be taxed less, so they can sell things for a lower price, and people will be they'll warm up to going to the store instead of ordering offline or ordering out of China or something like that. Mm-hmm. I think it's a lot. We're kind of killing ourselves. You know, you can't tax yourself into prosperity. You just can't. So once you bring all these threatening legislations away, a lot more businesses will be a lot more open to opening up and helping people. I mean, come on, you buy a vape. All these vape shops, like if they weren't around, I probably would have still been headed down to the gas station and buying a pack of Newports.
Exactly, and like I said, it all comes down to money. And what's going to happen, like it happened with everything else, people are going to start making their own. Everyone's going to start making their own. I mean, PG, you can't regulate the PG and the VG. I mean, it's used for everything, so you can't really regulate that. Flavorings, you can't really regulate that. So, I mean, people are going to wind up making their own stuff, and you're going to get people just selling out of their house, and it's going to turn into a bootlegging thing. I mean, all a mod is what is it, Moose?
A frickin' metal tube.
That's all it is, a metal tube with a button. So, I mean, you can make your own, and we've seen plenty of people online making their own mods. So, you know, that's one way to look at it. And the RDAs and the RBAs, I mean, there's so many out there now, and they're so easy, especially the drippers. They're so easy to make. I mean,
we should touch on real quick. A couple days ago, Hanamods filed suit against the clone manufacturers. I forgot exactly which clone manufacturers they are, but
I heard about that.
2 lawsuits. So, wonder what's going to happen with that.
Because honestly, you know what these clone manufacturers, you know what their lawsuit's going to tell them? How are you going to sue somebody? All it is a case that holds a battery, and it's a DNA chip. You can't sue somebody for something you made. It's a box with a DNA chip, and I think they're going to lose it. I don't think they're going to win that lawsuit, because all it is a box that holds a battery and a chip. That's all you're selling. You're pretty much putting together parts.
just as I mean, as long as you don't put their logo on it. And how easy is it to just wipe a logo off or just not put it on there in the first place?
I mean, right now, I mean, if you go on Fast Tech, they're selling cell phones, and I don't know if you've seen them. They're selling cell phones that are no-name brands, same exact chips, same exact processors as the Galaxy S5, except they have more RAM and a faster processor. And guess what? They're making money on that, and they're going to sell those, and people are going to start buying those phones over. And they can put whatever they want. They can put a Verizon card in there, but anything. You're not going to have the bloatware. The phone's going to run faster, more efficiently. And save a lot of money. So, I mean, it's the same thing in that industry, and it's going to be the same thing in this industry. If people don't wise up and go, you know what, $300 for a DNA mod is a lot of goddamn money, and I'm not going to spend that. Because you know what? I'm not going to buy a $300 HANA mod when all it is an aluminum box that holds an 18650 and a DNA chip. I can buy a DNA chip for $27 right now on FastTech and make my own DNA 30. And it's not that hard to do. It's really not. So, like I said, if they were charging around $150 for it, maybe even $200, I'd say, you know what, they're not killing people. But charging $3 is asking a lot of people. And to try and make it something exclusive, you know, it's not. It's nothing special. It's a metal box, right? So, I mean, what are people really getting? You're not getting anything quality that another company isn't going to give to you. So, I can understand what's that mod, the TI or TI2 or whatever it is, the one with the touch screen.
Oh yeah, the GI2 mod. That's what it is.
Yeah, and that's $300. Which would you rather? I'd rather that for $300 than the HANA mod.
Well, that's what I mean. It can go up to 168 watts. Come on.
And it's got a touch and it's got a touch screen. I mean, that's pretty simple to me. Which one I would pay $300 for? So. Like I said, the entire economy for vaping really has to take a look at itself, because there's a lot of people out there just trying to rip people off right now, and that's not fair. So, like I said, I'm trying to get in touch with my local vape store. When Moose gets up here, we're going to try and get a couple other places on board with it. We're also looking to make some VapeTalk T-shirts. So I'm just going to send some out to some of our first people once I get my hands on them, probably in a couple months, like 3 months. Maggie's definitely going to get one. We'll send some out. Send people some free T-shirts, and then maybe we'll do some after that. This guy that's pretty much going to sponsor us now, I spoke to him. He likes a lot of our ideas, so we're going to do that and spread the word and hopefully get a lot of people to stop smoking. That's the most important part.
And I also, I hate to just advertise it, but like, as soon as like we get to like 100 subscribers on our YouTube channel, something like that, we're already at like 15 or something. In the past like 3 or 4 days, as soon as we get to 100, I'm gonna give away. I want to at least give away 1 bottle of juice, couple bottles of juice, because I mean, people support, and hell, I'll give back. I'm not opposed to it in the slightest bit.
Absolutely. I was even thinking we could share our little flavor list, and we could throw together. There's also a couple clones we could give away and things like that. So I have a couple of things lying around. So we're gonna do some giveaways eventually. Probably by VapeTalk 10. That'll be about the right time, because I'm paying for a wedding right now, so that's kind of got me tucked away for cash. But we will have a sponsor. I did talk to him about giving away T-shirts. I did talk to him about giving away juice that he sells, and I did talk to him about giving away some supplies. So whatever he's willing to do, that would help us a lot too. It's going to be DT Tobacco in Mahopac, New York, and his new store opening up. Route 6, Cortland Manor, opening up around July 15th. It's going to be a multi-level store. The ground floor is going to be something along the lines of cigars and vape supplies, and they also sell cigarettes and everything else, all your tobacco supplies and needs upstairs. So give them a look if you're in the Mahopac area in New York and upstate New York. And we'll give them a couple more shout-outs after that, and hopefully we can steer this thing in the right direction, like I said. So that seems like about it for Vape Talk. We wanted to just do an hour session tonight. If you guys want, we can start the session up again. We're just going to end the recording. And if you guys want to hang out, that's up to you. Okay? So, Moose, you got anything else?
Nothing really. But I guess for the end of the video, for the end of the broadcast, thanks everybody who was viewing this. It'll be up on the... If you guys want to go back and see what we talked about, it'll be on the VapeTalk YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/VapeTalkTV. And I'm going to tell Daryl where these cool vape shops are, and we'll see you next time on VapeTalk.
Hey,
Take
appreciate
care.
it.
Thank you.